Daniel was a young man who lived alone in a small coastal town. He had a mysterious and quiet personality. Every day he led a solitary life in his small house away from the coast, accompanied only by silence. One night, Daniel felt a strange restlessness in his house. It was as if the shadows had grown darker, and the silence had become more suffocating. He shivered, but couldn't understand what was wrong. As he sat alone in the room, his attention drifted away from the window. He felt like something was moving in the darkness. With a momentary panic, he approached the window and looked outside. What he saw froze him in place. In the dark street, a figure emerged among the shadows, a tall, thin silhouette quietly approaching him. Daniel's breath caught. His heart began to beat rapidly. When he returned to his room, locking the door behind him, an unsettling silence settled in the house. But this silence was disturbing. It was like someone was breathing, but he knew he was alone in the house. As the night progressed, he began to hear strange noises. He felt doors being pushed lightly, footsteps wandering outside the room. But he couldn't tell if these sounds were real or just a trick of his fearful mind. Finally, when morning came, he gathered his courage and decided to go outside. But as he stepped out, the silence of the town overwhelmed him. The streets were empty. Everything was buried in silence and darkness. And then his eyes caught sight of a ship in the harbor. For a moment, he felt the desire to escape from this town. He walked towards the dark shadow of the ship, his heart pounding. But as he approached the ship, he faced the horrifying truth. The dark silhouettes on the ship indicated that there were no humans aboard. It was a ghost ship, a vessel of darkness and death. With a terrified scream, he turned back, but it was too late. Now he would never be alone in that town again, and the dark secrets of that haunted port would haunt him forever.